Hi, this is Rumela Banerjee, and joining me today is Jose Jacob, Chairman and MD at Antony Waste Handling Cell Limited. Antony Waste is committed to serve Indian municipal corporations and address the critical challenge of municipal solid waste management. Let's hear more about the company from Jose Jacob. Many thanks for joining us. The kind of services you're providing is the need of the hour for India waste management. What is the genesis of Antony Waste? If you could tell us about the beginnings.
Like in late 90s, I completed my education in engineering, and then I traditionally how we after education in a business run family, we joined a family business. So I joined my family business where they build various type of vehicles like buses and aircraft refuelers and all that. And there I developed a garbage compactor. And the idea was to sell this garbage compactor to various municipality, but most municipality did not have the infrastructure of workshop or operation or maintaining with engineers and all that. So they asked us, why don't we provide service rather than supply? And that's how we formed Antony Waste Handling Cell in year 2001 to provide such services where we invest in our garbage compactors, vehicles, and different type of trucks and for the application. And we gave a proposal for a long-term contract, from 8 to 10 years. And prior to that, one of the reason I got into garbage compactor is in year 2000, as per solid waste management rules set up by the Honorable Supreme Court, there was a message going on. There will be a rule set up in future, and in that rule, it is mentioned that manual handling of waste has to reduce. So we believed that if you get more mechanized machine, there is business and an opportunity, and that's how we started off Antony Waste Handling Cell to provide such service. Initially, it was to sell the machines. Then it became a service company to provide services. And after that, what happened was we kept on growing. Every municipality liked the concept. We started off in Mumbai municipality, and then we went ahead in Noida, Greater Noida, then Delhi Municipal Corporation. And everybody felt this is the best option because they did not invest in the garbage compactor as well as the manpower. Managing manpower was a challenge. And also the workshop. And with all the engineers and all, and having spare parts, it was a challenge. And our cost of operation per ton basis rate was much lower than what they were incurring. And that's the reason the business kept on, for us, opportunity was vast and we kept on growing. And thereafter in 2008, we got 2007, we raised a private equity fund from a company named Elliott Advisors. One of the idea was now after collection and transportation, next phase is to get into waste processing. And that's how we thought of, when we are getting to waste processing, we need money, and we raised equity. And in 2008, we bid for one of the largest waste processing facility for Mumbai Municipal Corporation. And we, along with a Brazilian company, that's JV, we bid for managing 5,500 tons per day for Mumbai Waste, and we won the contract. And that's how we kept on, and that's the phase when we jumped into waste processing projects in India. And the project in Mumbai is one of the largest project in single point location. If you compare with the single point location in Asia, processing 5,500 tons per day. And that's a journey. We kept on growing. And way back in 2018, we again ventured into waste processing with a technology by mass burn that is called waste incineration, which we say now waste to energy, where we generate power of 14 megawatt. We burn the dry waste, which has no which has no value in the market. And at the one in Pimpri-Chinchwad, we are producing around 14 megawatts power per day, out of which around left roughly 11.5 is sold in the grid. So that's how our journey. In between, somewhere in 2021, we launched our IPO, which was a big success. And that's how we came in the public market too.
It's noteworthy that MSW generation has changed significantly with India generating more waste than ever. So, how different has the journey been for you versus the earlier generation?
See, way back before 2000, those days, waste were municipal solid waste. People, the tendency was to just throw the waste in the open next to the bin or any location. As years passed by, when the growth path of India was going exponentially very fast, and one side the infrastructure of waste management is poor, it was a big challenge for the government, and moreover, there were a lot of public litigation against the municipalities to improve the waste collection system. And I seen a journey where the waste is to be collected by gamelas and dumped and loaded into an open dump truck. We used to have 10 to 50 or 12 laborers on each trucks, and it was very unhygienic for the workers too, and efficiency was really poor. And from there, we graduated into garbage compactors, which you see in the green trucks in Mumbai city, if you are living in and around Mumbai and many other cities, where you don't find more than 2 to 3 workers along with the garbage compactor, and it is not manually loaded. There's a lifting system where manually loading thing has reduced quite considerably compared to the past. So hygiene condition has improved, efficiency has improved in collection and transportation. And then thereafter, uh, there was a pressure, like, you cannot bring in mixed waste. So you got to segregate waste. So those days, I think somewhere in 2000, early 2000, the segregation concept started that every resident should segregate the waste. Dry waste should be treated separately, should be separated separately, and the wet waste should be separated in a different bin. And that has also improved the efficiency and the processing stress on the operator. So you get a dry waste collected separately from different location, which is taken to a dry waste collection center, wherein the valuable dry waste, you find the PET bottles and tins and all that is sold. So which is again recycled rather than going to the landfill. And then organic waste, which is to be dumped openly in the dump yard. When you dump all the waste in the dump yard, there are two pollution issues. One is you're contaminating the groundwater. When the dirty water from the garbage, what we call leachate, it goes down and contaminates the entire groundwater. And if there's well nearby, people are drinking really bad water, which can affect their health. And other thing is gas. Methane gas is emitted, which is affecting the ozone layer, and as well as people living around in the dump yard, they have other they vulnerable to a lot of diseases like asthma and all sort of breathing problems. And what happens is when you process the waste, two things is handled in such case. One is the groundwater contamination is almost made zero because whatever leachate we collect, it is treated and it is reused for gardening purpose and all that. And whatever methane is generated in the garbage is trapped, and it is used as a compressed biogas, and we produce other energy, and we are selling the gas to the oil companies, or the gas company. So I've seen a journey where it is improving a lot, but there's very lot of scope to improve in pan-India level.
You've been given the mandate for waste management by municipalities. Could you tell us a bit about how it works?
See, municipality, the usual process is they hire top 3 or top 4 consultants. So they need to make a good quality bids, and the bids are called, and it sometimes they award based on marking system. Who gets the highest technical marks is preferred. So the bidding process also has improved compared to the past, and they look at to get a quality operator who can execute the project and finish it. So in this way, pan India level, many municipal corporations are sending floating tenders, and they are adopting the right process with a lot of terms and conditions so that they get operators who are serious to take the work and execute.
We understand that there are two major areas of revenue for you. CNT, that's collection and transportation, for which you have your own fleet. What's the fleet size right now, and any plans to expand your capacity here?
So collection and transportation, what we are involved in basically is more of automated system wherein we have primary collection through small vehicles, and this waste collected from small vehicle gets into a larger compactors, and from compactors if it is a small compactor, then gets transferred into a secondary transport station where it is transported in a large containers to the landfill. Presently, we are having around 2,300 vehicles, and more vehicles are going to be added as we are winning more, as we have recently won more contract, and in future too, we look forward to win few more.
Okay, what are the operational challenges you encounter in a business like yours?
One of the operation challenges is, since this industry is new, it has evolved from year 2000. One thing is challenge is to get quality manpower, because we do not get an experienced manpower in this sector since it's new, and it is not a very flashy business like what you see in film industry or some sort of marketing company where it is totally different. So this is not very flashy to attract quality employees. So that is one of the challenge to get quality manpower. And every time, as I said, any new industry, it has to get stabilized. And we are evolving at every phase. The best strength of our company is at every phase, we have evolved as a company, and we have rectified, and we are prepared for the new challenges. So challenges, it is not like a cement industry or any other industry where everything has been established and it is running smooth. So here we have to keep on reworking, bringing new technology, new ideas. And as I said, waste is a vast sector. It is we started with municipal solid waste collection and transportation. Then we went ahead with waste processing with two technology, which is aerobic digestion and anaerobic digestion. Now, thereafter, we went ahead with waste to energy, where it's where large quantity of waste is incinerated and we produce energy. That's another third technology. And recently, we entered into construction debris, where we are processing debris, the waste debris of the city. So it's a vast sector, and going forward, we are planning to enter into auto recycling. So waste is a vast sector. We have to keep always with time and look out what is the best technology suited for the country. You cannot get in a technology which is established in a country based on their population, their type of behavior, their waste generation is totally different. So we have to see how those established technology can work in Indian conditions. And that is one thing, is a challenge we keep on understanding. We have to travel around the globe, understand how to keep up with the technology and the Indian conditions, as well as even most important is the cost control. So we cannot bring a technology where the cost is too high and it is not viable for the Indian conditions.
If you could also tell us about the primary costs incurred by you.
One of the biggest costs in the starting up a contract like collection and transportation or waste processing is a capital cost. We have to invest the entire capital. In some municipality, they give VGF funding for waste processing up to 30%. Or maybe 50% also. In collection and transportation, sometimes around 20 or 30% of trucks is provided by the municipality. Under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, they can even buy their own assets. But one of the biggest challenges in the startup is to invest our money in the system, in the machinery, manpower, as well as workshops, everything. And for first 6 months, it's a cost for us. Thereafter, we charge once the plant is operational in the collection transportation business. After 6 months, we start generating revenue. In the waste processing segment, it takes around 2 years, around 24 months. We start generating revenue after 24 months. But prior to that, in both the business, we have to invest and execute the project completely.
You've incurred some capex, installed few facilities in the last couple of years. How has this changed the company operations and added to your revenues?
The thing is, our working is based on tipping fee, where we charge the municipal corporation, based on per ton basis. So there's a weighbridge where if you're doing collection transportation waste in the entire city, we weigh it and we charge on tonnage basis. And in waste processing, also we charge a gate fee processing for processing the waste. In case of waste to energy, we charge a gate fee as well as for sale of electricity. And in aerobic and there's another component where we even sell compost to the fertilizer companies. So there are 3-4 revenues coming from waste processing, and for collection transport is just purely on tipping fee model.
You have managed delivering a solid 25% revenue CAGR and profit CAGR over the last 5 years. Can we expect this to continue?
Yeah, we looking at the industry, waste industry pan India level, you see presently India is producing roughly around 2 lakh tons per day or maybe more. And the about in this 2 lakh tons per day, around 25 or 30% is being scientifically processed. And I believe that roughly 50 to 60% this accounted waste being generated has to be scientifically processed. Collection transportation has improved a lot, and many cities have already implemented. So there's a huge scope for us for growing in this sector in next coming 10 years. So I believe that our CAGR growth will be in the range of 20 to 25% in coming future.
Where will the next leg of growth come for Antony? What is your 5 to 10 year vision?
I believe that waste processing is a challenge because collecting waste from different part of the cities and then disposal has become a challenge. You're nowadays disposing waste in open is almost like a crime where every entity is passing orders against municipalities. So they are under stress to set up waste processing facility. One of the technology which has been appreciated in India is waste to energy. And I believe this waste to energy projects in pan India, there is going to be multiple plant. In next coming 10 years, the country will require at least 200 waste to energy plants to have minimum, to have a proper waste disposal facility. And in this huge number, we look at a big chunk of business. And definitely, as you know, India's population is growing. When population is growing, has to grow. Waste will definitely grow, and it has to be scientifically processed, disposed scientifically. More technology has to come in. So this business is going to grow and grow. And I have 100% confident it will be a very important sector for the country to improve the waste infrastructure, improve the civic quality, and for which we as a company will be a good executor and will be a part of the growth of the country by doing a quality job and executing large-scale projects pan-India level.
Can you tell us about the key people helping you execute your vision within the management team? What role do they play in helping you achieve the company's goals?
So in our management team, I have Mr. Jose Jacob, who is an executive director, then Mr. Antony, executive director, our CFO, Mr. NG, who supports us on the finances, keep on informing us and looking forward to raise funds and how to have a fiscal discipline in the company in managing the finances. We have Group President Mr. Mahendra, who has a vast experience in the past 20 years in various industries, in waste sector especially, and this four of them, I'll be playing a major role in the coming future and supporting the company for its growth. As well as we have our HR team who was headed by Mr. Sunil Neve. He looks after a large number of employees, and he he has to plan the systems where we have a proper control on HR and get good manpower.
You have been expanding your presence across different cities and regions. Could you share your roadmap for the same?
So we are presently growing around in the MMR region of Maharashtra and as well as in Delhi region. We are trying to make a presence in the eastern regions. So we'll be looking forward in the eastern region. We have got quite a lot of inquiry there. In the south too, we are looking at. So my roadmap is we have established two regions, and now in the east and the south. So the part of India, it'll be a future plan to get more business in this field of municipal solid waste.
All right, that's all for now. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching. For more such videos, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned to SmallCap Spotlight.